All right, so moving on to topic 3. Jeff, what is your topic?
Oh shit, no.
Did you forget?
I did.
It's all right.
Okay,
It's been an hour and a half.
I can tell you if you want.
You wrote it down.
No, I remember.
Okay.
What
Okay.
is something that either everybody loves or everybody says that you guys should get into, and you just can't?
Mm.
Like it's like, oh, this is like just fucking acclaimed, and I just like, why? No, I don't want to even. There's no interest there, and like, why can't you or won't you get into it? And do you think you're missing out?
Okay.
So like, I'll start out like, why did I want to say Bloodborne? Not Bloodborne. Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
The lead up to Borderlands 3, like they were, everyone was replaying the first two games.
Because they
or the first
finally
three
gave
games.
us the first one HD.
Yeah, they re-released them in HD. The
Yeah.
Handsome Collection was on sale at Best Buy for like $13.
And your boy bought it.
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah, and then I played it, and I was like, this is so slow and tedious. Like, why does everybody like this? They ain't like. It takes me a minute to go from like here to over here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just could not get into it whatsoever. Which is, but I loved Tales from the Borderlands, which that's probably says more about Telltale.
Telltale's story.
Yeah.
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 And the characters and the writing and everything like that. I cannot get into Borderlands though.
I understand.
And it's one of those things like every couple months I'll go reinstall it and I'll try again. And it's just like, nope.
Yeah, I understand where the disconnect comes there. Like, when I first played them, like, it was, yeah, go. There wasn't any issues, but you mentioned, like, how it takes forever to walk from one area or run from one area to the other. Replaying them, especially one, I'm like, oh, God. There's, like, so many, like, back and forths, at least in the first section. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This one I know why.
Mhm.
Because I played Borderlands for the first time after I played Doom 2016 and Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those games there's no plotting in either of those. Those are just run and be as violent as you can as quickly as you can.
Right.
You know?
There's a lot of nostalgia when it comes to Borderlands 1. I mean, I was in that game. Like, that's something that I played as it came out with my friends, and I have very fond memories of, and that's probably the only thing that gets me back into the first one. The second one fixed a lot of things, and I would just say that's a good game in general.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
But to go back to Borderlands 1 would be very hard. If you don't have that
really
nostalgia.
And then for the other part of mine, I do feel like I'm missing out, at least when it comes to Borderlands 2,
Okay.
because it's space. It's a strange planet. You're shooting guys. You're exploring like ruins and shit like that. There's it's a really well written story as far as I understand. Like there's a lot of like bullet points that you could use between that and Outer Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And you guys know how much I love space stuff, especially when video games. I do feel like I'm missing out on it, but I just like maybe someday I'll work up the energy to actually get through the beginning and I'll find some spark, but it hasn't happened so far. And
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out because of it.
I mean,
Not enough to buy 3 though.
I'd agree with what Brent said. Like, 2 is, I think, well, I haven't beaten 3, so I can't put that in the ranking, but I think by far the first, like, top of those games. Borderlands 1 obviously needed to happen to get to 2, but it's so much of a downgrade compared to, like, 1 is them building the game, 2 is them finding themselves and knowing their comedy, what they're going for, like the zaniness. I think that helped it so much, and why I like 2 so much.
2 was written by
Pre-sequel,
Who wrote 2?
Anthony Birch.
Yeah, Ashley Birch's brother.
Yep.
So it was definitely written with like comedy and
Oh
that
yeah.
kind of spirit in mind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley Birch did a role.
Is in
on
it,
too.
and I'll
Yeah.
do anything with Ashley Birch. She just After Party just came out.
Hold
and I really
on.
want to play that.
I'll do anything with Ashley Birch.
I will.
Anything.
If she wants to invite me out for lattes, I'll go for lattes.
I will murder someone at her best.
Well, no, I said I'll do it with her. So she has to come with for the murder.
Chat, play the tape back.
fine.
But yeah, pre-sequel is kind of
Like you wouldn't, Brent. Shut up.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I just didn't say it out loud.
And then
You did now.
Borderlands 3, where I've gotten to, I've enjoyed quite a bit. But that's been another one like we talked about across all these topics and in pre-show. Like, game comes out, oh, something else came out, oh, something else came out. Like, it's there. I just haven't like kept on with it. So
I never thought I would wish that I was like 12 years old and I have to rely on my parents for buying me like one game every quarter. You know?
Then you actually finish it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know how I ever finished Golden Sun.
Nope. So I can actually follow up with a very, very big game that is. I have sat down and started 6 or 7 times now, and every time about 3 hours in, I'm just like, I don't like this. This is not a good game, and that is Skyrim.
Oh.
Okay. I can kind of agree with that.
So the first time I sat down to play the game, I had like I was under the impression like make your character and then this could be any character and they could exist in the world in any way.
Mhm.
So I make this person is like this is like a paladin. He's gonna be super good and he's gonna go clean up evil. And like I went to the Thieves Guild and they're like, and I'm like, this whole town is like we're super subjugated by the Thieves Guild and I'm like, gonna take them out. Them bastards are gonna pay. And then I go down and I can't.
Hmm.
Like I can go join the Thieves Guild, which seems like a terrible idea for the character I made.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. You can't break into that place at all. Yeah.
Nope. And so I'm like, all right, well I can't just go out of evil, so I just gonna walk away as a good paladin, just leave this town in strife.
Hmm.
Then I went to another place and it's like, oh, do you want to be a blood vampire? And I'm like, no. Let me do something good. And it's
Right.
just so I got really annoyed by that, but like
I can.
this is a problem with me and open world games in general is I like the story. I want a good story. And when you make an open world game, you're trading player agency for player freedom.
Yeah.
And to me, the freedom I have the freedom to do anything I want. And what like you can't do anything with it.
So,
you can
I
join. Yeah.
I get where you're coming from, and correct me if I'm wrong. You have a pretty big tabletop gaming background. You're coming from too, don't you?
Very much so. Yes.
Yeah. So you went into that like as you would go into a D&D game.
Yeah, I sure did.
And you just can't do it. Yeah.
No.
See, I played that game. I went in playing as a ranger though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was not a sellsword or anything like that, but like I was, my thing was like I'm a bossman. What are they all about? Okay, that's how I'm gonna play. I got through it just fine based on that, but it's because I played like a morally in the middle of the road character.
Mhm.
You for Skyrim, you pretty much if you want to play your character to the T, you've got to go middle of the road or full evil. You cannot go full good.
Yeah, like there's no full good option in that game. Like,
Which I think is that had I honestly kind of think that grew out of Game of Thrones being so popular at the time. They were like, yeah, you can be evil and you can be ambiguous. There's no good people in the world though. No truly good people. And if there are, they die, and you're probably the one who killed them.
the other thing that it goes back to the open worldness of it, like it just felt like it was a sandbox that was. It felt like it was a lake that was 1,000 miles wide and 2 inches deep.
Mhm.
Like it. None
I'm pretty
of
sure
the
that's an
sto-
actual lake in the game.
probably like none of the stories were all that super interesting. A lot of it never went anywhere that was super captivating to me. The main A plot was just nonsense. I like
Well, you clearly didn't play it with the Randy Savage mod.
well, I've seen that Thomas the Tank Engine. That's got me thinking about going back in every time a dragon comes by. I have nothing but respect for that game. I understand how intricate it is and how well made it is to like not from a it's still full of glitches because it's a Bethesda game, but like I understand what an achievement that game is.
Mhm.
And I've just learned after 3 or 4 or 5 or probably 7 at this point tries, it's just not for me.
Right.
Still better than Fallout 76 though.
Sure is by a wide margin.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I played through that, and I got all the way to the end of the middle of the final DLC where you go to Somerset
Mhm.
or whatever the name of the island is.
Sure.
And by that point, I'd put a couple hundred hours into that game, and I just couldn't do it anymore. There is a lot going on in that, and it's especially if you're already not into what's going on. It's just like extra weight on the just go fucking play something else.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I still think it's better than Oblivion.
I did finish Oblivion.
I was gonna
but
say, did you play Oblivion?
I did.
Did you play it before Skyrim?
Yep.
Because I tried to play it afterwards, and I could not do it.
No, I would imagine that's very hard.
Yeah.
Those
That being
games
said,
don't
I would
hold up very well.
I would like to see them introduce some of those things into the Fallout series. Where, like, the more you use a skill, you level it up, as opposed to just waiting until every time you level up.
Right.
I fucking hate lockpicking in Fallout games. Like, I can do this. I know how it works. Just let me try it. Don't make me like unable to figure out how to put the thing in the thing because I don't have the right level.
You broke a bobby pin again.
Along the same lines of like open world games that I just didn't grab me. I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy my time with it, but Witcher 3, it was the first Witcher experience I had, but I beat the opening griffin, I believe was the animal that you had to take down, some lion thing.
I know that from the trailer.
Okay, so I took that down, and then I looked at the map, and it's just like there were so many dots of interest and things to go to. I was just like, oh my god, I can't do it. I was just like, nope.
I haven't played Witcher 3 or any Witcher game.
Okay.
Gross.
Well, because like when I wanted to, and then like, I got an Xbox, I can finally play The Witcher. But then I got a 360 and an Xbox One X so close to each other. It's like I could play Witcher 3, but I could go and play Witcher 2 first and then figure out what's going on instead of jumping blind into Witcher 3, which, as I understand, is like jumping into the 6th book in fucking Game of Thrones and skipping all the earlier ones.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm a sucker for playing things in order. You won't catch me ever going and playing Witcher 1, but
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for going in order, but I won't play the first. What?
Witcher.
hey, you know what? I always, whenever I rewatch Parks and Rec constantly, but I always skip the first season.
Fair enough.
Fair. See, Witcher 3 is interesting, and going back to my my Skyrim thing, Witcher 3 is like every complaint I had about Skyrim is solved in The Witcher because it's still just as big, but like it gives you an established character who has a story, so actual things can happen to him.
Right.
And like all of those little side quests that you go down generally have good payoffs. It's like, you know, everybody lost. I remember when everyone Bloody Baron. Oh my God, the Bloody Baron! People are writing articles on Kotaku and like.
I remember that. I don't know what
IGN
it is, but I remember it.
It was just like that is a game that is as deep as it is wide, and that's why I liked The Witcher a lot more than I liked Skyrim. Like I'm willing to put the time and investment into a big game. I just felt like The Witcher was consistently giving me things I cared about and were interesting, as opposed to where the payoff typically with Elder Scrolls was very lackluster.
Yeah, The Witcher is kind of like a well-constructed through line of a game. Skyrim is like Radiant Quest, the game.
Yes.
Where it's like, it's all just kind of, oh, can you go to X and do Y? Oh, you were there already? Thank you.
Yeah.
I would love to play Witcher 3. This is something with Skyrim too that would be a thing for me now. As I've gotten older, like the more open world a game is, I have such a harder time getting into it. Like I miss games like Dead Space where it's like, this is where you are, this is where you need to go.
Streamline.
Go. You know? I want set pieces and constructed events. I don't need an open world and like 8,000 map towers that I have to climb up to unlock. I just bought the special edition of Control. It was like $70. I can't
Stop
buy
buying
Jedi.
special editions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree 100% with both of you guys with the more story focused one. I mean,
Like that's why I haven't gotten into. I've enjoyed what I've played. Haven't finished fucking Horizon Zero Dawn yet though.
yeah. See,
Oh.
that one I streamlined myself when I played.
This?
Yes, that. It's very nice.
I don't know because I haven't played the game, Brent.
So yeah, it was funny. I streamed that one, and yeah, that was one I was very just point to point. Like even with everything around, like there was so much shit I didn't do that I got to the end of the game with I either didn't upgrade my bow or maybe I upgraded it only once. And I remember Super Killer Bunny was watching that final boss, and he's like, "Dude, you are so under equipped for this." But it was just so much combat rolling and arrows going that I finally got it. I was just like, yeah.
It's like watching you fight one of the Valkyries in God of War.
Exactly. Yep.
Game I haven't finished.
But I mean, it's not even that big of an open world. But Spider-Man, I feel, has a nice balance.
Another game I haven't finished.
Yeah, but I feel that has a nice balance of story and openness. Like, obviously, they have the markers for the story, and you can go to them pretty much as soon as you're done with the previous mission, except for a couple times where it's like, go kill some time, because the characters aren't ready or whatever. But if you really wanted to, you could go swing around and do some side stuff, or just literally have fun jumping off buildings or whatever. So, like, that was a nice balance. But yeah, I agree with sometimes if it's too much, with
Especially,
that
like-
importance, like it.
Oh, Brent, you're gonna.
I just want the A plot to be interesting and to move things
Mhm.
and for me to just give a shit, quite frankly. Like, if the A plot, you can put any number of dumb little things on the side, but as long as the A plot keeps you going,
Mhm.
then as far as like I played Persona 5, I put 120 hours to beat that game because it's long.
Mhm.
And like, yes, I went and plotted off on this thing and went and collected a bunch of personas over here, but the A plot kept me going. And like that to me is the thing that has to exist in so many games. Like in Skyrim, I just didn't think that existed.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing I could be like, okay, I'm gonna go away from all of this side shit, and I'm gonna go back to doing the thing that's like this well thought out, well told, well curated story with these like crazy cutscenes and revelations. And like having played Skyrim 6 or 7 times, the only character, and I don't remember his name, that I remember from that game is the dude at the beginning of the game who's on the little
The cart.
wagon. Yeah.
Hmm.
Who's like, "Oh, hey there, I thought you'd never wake up." And I probably only remember him because he's turned into a meme.
Mhm.
Like I
Um,
legit don't remember another character.
I
game.
I can get behind that because I love Zelda. I have a Zelda wall right over there.
Yeah.
I love Breath of the Wild. I haven't beaten it because okay, here's you got to go to this beast. 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 There's nothing in between wherever you are and that beast that really keeps you going. You just go there and it's so easy to be like, "Oh, what's that over there?" and then go get distracted.
Mhm.
And then nothing to pull you back
Yeah.
as opposed to getting distracted by some other thing. I think the flip side of that is Red Dead Redemption 2. They made a game where the first I don't know how many hours, it's you can take it as slow as you want. You can just do whatever. You always are kind of like where you need to be going though.
Mm-hmm.
And everything, all the side stuff you're doing is small and contained and fun and interesting. And then it hits a point where it's like, go, 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 go.
Roller
There's no
coaster.
time for side stuff. So you
Yeah.
don't feel so bad about, any meandering that you did. In fact, you feel like, oh shit, maybe I should have done some more wandering around,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe I should have spent 2 hours hunting that fucking raccoon down for its pelt.
I mean, maybe.
Mhm.
I did.
I did not.
But then
Which is
again,
why I finished the game.
that's a game that but did you finish it with the best bag? Did you?
No.
Yeah. I
Did
look
you-
fashionable. What did you look like? A hot mess, I bet.
Did you finish it?
The main game.
I have life advice for you here, Jeff.
I'm
He's
still,
farther
I'm
than
still
me,
really
so I
upset that
can't
we
say
never
this.
got to go play Red Dead Online and go to that fort and avenge your stupid, stupid decision of attacking it.
No, the icon was there. It told me I had to go there.
No, it
It made
told you
so
had to
much-
go away, not
made-
go there.
It made so much sense at the time. Okay.
I like probably once a week I go back and rewatch the clip. We'd be like, oh, what's going on? Why is this not Jeff? Help! Why is wrong? What's happening? It's like, yeah, so it's telling you they're bad guys, but it's because they're good guys and you're a criminal.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
that's
attacked
right.
the U.S. Army. I really, really miss you doing those kind of things. Like, the last couple streams of Sea of Thieves, like where you were just like, I don't care where the boat's going, I'm jumping off, and then you would jump off and turn and you just see it sail off onto an island somewhere. I miss that, Brent. Stream
my-
more.
Jesus, this turned into an intervention.
Surprise.
Gotta go. This is awkward. No.
You were just
Yeah,
really good at that kind of shit. Like backwardsing into the worst situation possible.
That's my whole life.
Brent, we need you to pick us up. What do you mean pick you up? I'm not on the boat. I'm swimming away with a treasure chest.
I might have died.
Priorities.
Priorities. Disregard party. Accrue wealth.
There was a whole other game that I wanted to mention that I didn't.
Was it one we talked about earlier?
Yeah, we talked about it earlier,
You
and I
did
was
say
like,
you were gonna
Disgaea,
There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
which is something. Okay, Disgaea, JRPGs, Nipponichi Software, like that is my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Like,
right up. Like, I'm
ever
surprised no
since-
one's ever got you like a fucking pillow with it, like crocheted
Yeah.
into it.
Absolutely. I've like that's super my jam. I like JRPGs. I like strategy RPGs. I like
High hearts.
yeah Japanesey stuff. Like this everything came together in such a way that this is the perfect game for you, Brent. And I remember when they started
The only
coming
thing it
out-
needs is a dating simulator.
Oh my god! Don't get me started. When Disgaea came out, and it came out with several other games. There was Disgaea, La Pucelle Tactics. There
Oh,
was Makai Kingdom.
you're talking
was
like this is every
Anthem.
single ad that I saw in like EGM
Yeah,
in like when it's all like painted drawings and
yeah, no, 100%. And I remember I picked up and played the living bejesus out of La Pucelle Tactics. And I was like, man, I'm super into these games. Like these are the ones. And I thought this is my new Squaresoft. You know, like I was over the moon, ready to go. And ever since I've picked up, I picked up Disgaea, I picked up Phantom Brave, and none of them clicked for me at all. And it was just the saddest thing, because I thought I was on the verge of discovering this whole other, like, studio, and it just didn't happen. It was
it's one of those
That-
things I
that
think
one
like
hurt
it's like it's emblematic of like the golden age of like PS1, you know, where it was like they had new software, they had new ideas, and then it was just like trying to recapture that after that point.
Yep. That was what in the old PS1 era. If a game came out and it said, I didn't care what it was. I bought it.
I'm so mad because we've talked about this before, Brent. But Game Trade in town posted a picture maybe a month ago. They got a copy of Lunar Silver Star Complete in. I almost ran out of Best Buy.
It is so
I was
good.
I was ready to be like, I will work here. I will. What do you want to rob the store next door?
Hello.
Rude dog. Sorry.
Okay.
I will rob the store next door. Like, what do you want me to do? I will do whatever you want. They didn't even put it on the shelf. He's like, no, this is just going back.
Yeah, Lunar 1 and 2 are immaculate games.
Like, I've just those are two. Okay, here's a fun thing. What are games that you've never gotten to play that you would give almost anything to play? Or what is something that you may have played, but like the idea of playing it with a specific person is like your dream thing?
When you say specific person, do you mean like?
Or like I would. It's not a dream thing, but like, I finally have an Xbox. I've been trying to get into like Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a fun like get Brant, you, lady, like all of us.
Yeah.
Form like a ship and do. I think that'd be a blast.
Does
My part of
Especially
one of
since,
your
like,
dreams.
Brent and I would get super distracted doing random shit, and you guys would be like actually trying to do.
We'd be
stuff.
panicking with
Lady
some
would be
skeleton
Lady
somewhere.
would be the only one who'd be like, "No, guys, get on the boat. We have to go here. We
does
had a plan, damn it."
does the person have to be someone we know, or can it be?
No,
Okay,
no,
cool.
it can be like this.
Then-
This is just like what you think would be fun. It doesn't have to be a dream thing. It's just like I think this would be a good time, and I would enjoy it.
Okay, well then I want to be in an arcade playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the arcade cabinet with Maximilian Dude, who's a fighting game content creator out in California.
I don't know why, but as soon as you said I want to be in the arcade, my immediate thing in my brain was, okay, Brent's gonna say he's not gonna give a real person. He's gonna be like, I want to be in an episode of One Up or like High Score Girl. I want to get punched.
I wish that was the story of my life.
Getting your ass beat your whole life in Street Fighter.
By a total tsundere. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Brent.
Be still my heart.
It's like, yeah, it's still because she just punched you in it, and it skipped a beat because of the damage.
Yeah.
Get the lady, get on the fucking
Yeah,
boat.
exactly.
Sorry, Captain. No, I think like a dream scenario like that would be to play something with like Hironobu Sakaguchi, like play Final Fantasy VI, which is probably my all-time favorite game, or
You
like
guys are-
Earthbound with Itoi. I can't remember his first name.
Fred
Yeah, he
Armisen.
made it.
You want to play Earthbound with Fred Armisen? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Fred Armisen.
You guys are taking this way further than I was, because I was like, I want to like just like specific friends that
I
never get
just
see,
want to
like,
hang out with my friends.
Well,
yeah, or like I want to get Sarah to play Doki Doki Literature Club with me.
Get who?
My wife,
Oh.
because she doesn't know
Your
anything
wife.
about it, but she has an anxiety
Oh
disorder, so
my-
I don't think I could make her play that. Yeah.
That would be a terrible thing for you to do.
Yeah, but it's like, but that makes me want it more.
okay, this one is kind of cheating because it happens. So every extra life.
Lady, I agree with you. We need to all do it.
I mean,
I'll
that'd be
dress
fun.
up as a pirate.
Oh, okay, don't dig a hole for yourself.
I already did that for Skies of Arcadia.
Fair enough.
Granted, it was it's like Halloween pirate outfit, so none of it fit, but
It's fine.
So yeah,
I'll
it's,
shave for it.
it's kind of a cheat answer because it already happens at Extra Life. But just playing Halo 3 online again with friends, I think that would be fun. Now we don't go online for Extra Life; we literally LAN party up. So I've had usually Extra Life it's 3 setups, but I've had game parties where people come over and we had 4 setups, so we've had 16 motherfuckers playing, and like that's just awesome every time we do it.
That would be pretty
So like doing that, not necessarily a LAN party, but yeah, having those online sessions again. Our
Do you
second
want
guest.
Come get it.
cool.
Sarah's coming to steal the pizza. Sorry.
You're good. I'm sure she's gonna love how it turned out, where the middle's eaten out.
No, about half of it's gone now. She likes burnt cheese though.
Oh, okay, well, perfect.
Yeah, she was like, and wandered off with it.
Let's see. Yeah, I
Not
think that would
bad.
just be fun playing that again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, that was always a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That game is 10 out of 10 triggering. Oh, you're talking about
Doki Doki.
Doki Doki. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like the only other person I know who hasn't played it is Tyler.
Oh my God. Again?
Hey.
Yeah, but do you know what happens? That's the thing. You got to find someone who
Ladies
hasn't played it and
only
doesn't know what it's
told
about.
me like it takes a turn because there was okay, funny story. Not really funny story.
That I
but a
will
story.
fly to New York for.
Okay, fun story.
But we have to like do the whole game in one sitting.
Oh Jesus Christ. So obviously Taekwondo, I was helping someone do extra help, like the kid with their form because they're having a tough time. So we were in contact figuring out, you know, we talked about video games and like other things that she's into. So the mom messaged me one day and she's like, "Oh, the student just picked up Doki Doki and another game, and I'm like, hold on, pump the brakes now. You need to take Doki Doki off, because she's like 8. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Nope.
oh, thanks for that heads up. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
So all I know is it takes a turn, and oh boy, it's dark.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, I don't know much about
Takes a
it.
turn and that's never mind. I'm not gonna finish that thought
Yep.
because I know people who are like, I think I know where this game's going. I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna play this again on my own later by myself, and it's just.
Lady, don't lie. You're not going to kick my ass in Mario Party tournament. Speaking
I
of Mario
don't
Party,
know,
Extra Life Milestone, Best of 7 series, Mario Party, me versus Lady, where I win.
I that's watching people get pissed at Mario Party is probably one of my favorite things.
My big sister, calls me Maria to this day because of a game of Mario Party she lost where I was playing as Mario.
Nice.
I have to play as like Wario, Waluigi,
Mm-hmm.
so I can just hear that wow
Yep.
all day.
I'm the best.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So good.
I don't know. It's not a game that like I don't connect with, but I wish I played more of, but just for some reason I like can't be good at. The Tekken series. Like Tekken for some reason just does not click for me, and I struggle hard with it.
I have a buddy who's super good at Tekken.
Oh yeah.
You were saying, Brent?
You just dropped a bombshell there. So
No, well, here's the thing. Like, it takes me like 3 seconds to get into a response. So by then you've already started talking, and I realize I'm interrupting, so I just stop. There's a buffer going on here.
I get the little wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, Brent's frozen.
No, I'm not.
I know.
One of us has to decide who's going, Brent.
He's intrigued by.
What? I'm staring at you. Do it.
Tekken is one of those games I would always love to play. The one time I've played it, I picked. It was the first time ever playing it. I picked one character, and I kept picking that character between like every fight. And my friend yelled at me for picking the same guy over and over and over. It's like, yeah, that's how you fucking learn a fighting game.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You learn a character, and then you learn another character.
Yeah, like eventually you have to choose a character and stick with them
For sure.
Yeah.
of a fighting game.
Tekken is one of those ones that it's not like directional pads so much as it is button combinations, right?
Yeah.
Like
'cause
Street
you're
Fighter
dealing
is
with
like
that 3D
down,
space.
diagonal, over, punch.
Yeah, the Hadouken.
Yeah,
Russian
no,
or the
there's no
Shoryuken
like
or the
Dragon Punch
Tatsu.
motions.
Yeah.
See I'm much better at the ones that
Press
use
hold that
like
kind of stuff.
motion and then a button as opposed to one that use button combination.
Yeah. Tekken's more about combinations and positioning.
Yeah, I can't remember that, man. That's like fucking trying to learn that's like trying to learn a song on guitar.
Yeah.
Just give me the tabs.
Yep. No,
I don't want to read sheet music.
I have a buddy, and it's frustrating to watch him play Tekken because he's super good at it.
Mm-hmm.
That same buddy went to Evo, and
That's awesome.
he took 9th place in Windjammers.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, you're a pretty good windjammer though, aren't you? You went to Chili's, didn't you, or like Fausting or whatever it was?
Frosty Faustings, yeah.
Yeah.
Chili's. I went to Chili's.
I'm gonna say a Banjo Kazooie level if I keep going on.
I went to Chili's and I played Jammer. No,
Now I'm thinking of the restaurant.
yeah. Well, that's what you said.
wish
That's
they-
where my brain went. And I'm like, I ain't getting no ribs playing Windjammers.
Chili.
Yeah, no, I did,
Royalty's
and,
gonna get you.
and I did well that day, but he kicks my ass literally every time. It's not even a...
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we played 100 matches, I would win probably 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never been much for. Sarah's very into fighting games. She had like Street Fighter on Super Nintendo and
I
everything
didn't
like
know
that. The most I ever went into was like Melee on
Mhm.
GameCube.
Yep.
my buddy and I we got to the point where like the match would start and we'd just sit there doing nothing, waiting for the other one to make a move.
Yeah, chess
And like
or
looking
whatever.
at each other in real life, like
You play footsies.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, that's more of a Street Fighter thing, I guess. But
yeah, especially with
yeah,
5.
you just play footsies until one of you connects, and then you turn into.
It's weird because that friend yelling at me about picking the same character like for 3 matches in a row the first time I ever played this fighting game, like I don't know why, but it really stuck with me, and I was just like, I don't want to. I'm gonna get yelled at if I play a fighting game. I don't want to play fighting games. So the only ones I've ever bought were like Smash Brothers,
More
and I don't even
people
own
need to
like
play
Smash
fighting
Brothers
games.
Ultimate, man, because I'm at this point it's such like it's built up so long over so many years. It's just like I'm just gonna sit there and yell at myself as I try and unlock characters.
That's the best part of that game.
Yeah, it
I
kinda
miss
is.
Yeah, not when you're
unlockables.
like
That was
not
awesome.
when you're being like, oh, nice move, you fucking dipshit, to yourself.
Oh no!
as you-
Well, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
Because I've internalized that
Yeah.
yelling at me so much.
that hate.
Fuck you, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris. I hope you die.
Oh my God! First we're burning down cities.
Not that far.
We're killing other people. Now we're killing specific people.
Chris had it coming. Hashtag Chris had it coming.
There you go. Get it trending.
I'm
All
gonna,
4
I'm gonna
of us.
respond to your tweet where you say that you're streaming,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna respond to it with hashtag Chris had it coming.
There you go.
He'll know.
Yeah,
He'll know.
He will. He'll know. The Wait What podcast does not condone murder. No, it does not. Usually.
Uber Brent also does not condone violence.
Just gotta put it out there.
These are sad attempts at humor, okay?
I did say something last night where we were gonna try and make Brent do it, and I went through like
Yes, except for Chris.
the Will
that
Ferrell,
shit.
like I'll kill your family.
Chris knows what he did. You ruined my friend Jeff for life.
I'll never be good at not real fighting.
Do
All I can do there is watch. All I can do now is load the game and watch the jiggle.
Oh.
Oh man, video games. Why we do it?
Yeah.
My Shiranui.
I don't
You
know.
can't talk about her anymore. She's forbidden because Sakurai said
Oh,
she's,
You know what?
she's impure.
I own the Fatal Fury movie on VHS. I can talk about her as much as I.
Yeah, well, Sakurai.
It's not for
descended
good
from heaven.
boys and good girls.
That's only in the
It
English
is not
translation.
for
Apparently,
good
what he
boys.
actually different. So what he actually said was like, "Oh, we can't keep this rating if we put her in it."
Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
cannot.
No.
no,
Nintendo
you
was like,
cannot.
"Oh, we're gonna clean that up a little because that's
Yeah.
too real."
Not for good boys and good girls.
No, she's for best boys and best girls.
Yay. Ah, boy. Any other games
Yeah.
come to mind that you just can't
No.
connect with?
Those
Oh, I was
two-
gonna say I don't even remember what the topic was originally on so
It's
far.
your topic.
I know.
That's what happens.
Did you even bring a game to the table for this topic?
I started it. I was talking about
He was talking about
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Remember?
Oh, okay. You're forgiven.
Let's see.
I was holding a grudge.
I feel like there's more.
I'm better now. Yeah, I've actually had that Elder Scrolls talk times. That game.
I can see that because there's like, especially now, if you try and go back and do it, like when it came out, it was a thing, you know, and like you took an arrow to the knee and all that stuff. But like
yeah.
going back now, it's just
The jokes and the
Everyone
memes.
looks so weird and it's so glitchy and Bethesda-y. Like I've watched somebody glitch run that game where like you can skip halfway through the game using a wall and a fucking silver platter.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So I have a very recent example of something that I just can't connect with. And funny enough, Brent, you showed it off earlier today. Death Stranding. So we talked about this pretty much for a whole topic.
I have a suspicion I won't be able to connect with it either.
Last podcast.
Okay.
Because Dim was very like, yeah, he's been super excited. And then I was on the wagon of trailers. Okay, obviously there's some intrigue here. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Then they showed gameplay at Tokyo Game Show, and I was like, well, I just wasted 2 hours of my life, and only 10 minutes of it was interesting. So that game, like, I was planning on waiting on it because obviously I wasn't excited, and I decided to watch some people stream it. and I feel it's more of like a movie experience than like watching
It's
it. I'm not getting the sensation of like I need to play this. It's more like
It's
no,
a Kojima
I'm fine
game.
just watching
Yeah,
this. So
that's what you're describing. It's
Yeah.
a Kojima game. Which
So-
he even said like, I want to work on movies next.
So I just
Yeah.
feel like that's something where I feel left out just because like so many people are like raving about it, and I'm like I'm over here like dead inside.
Here's my thing with that game. That game is I can't think of a movie off the top of my head, but like it's gonna be like The Last Guardian, like because I don't have a huge I want to play it because I want to experience it because it's Kojima. It's gonna be weird and fucking crazy.
Oh, it's very weird.
And I'm very much for the only thing like is I could end up hating the game, but I'm all for the thing of the baby being like in one specific part early on where it like slaps its hands against the window, like the thing.
Yeah.
That game is absolutely Marley and Me. It's gonna be fucking Marley and Me. Like you die or that baby dies, and I am not gonna spend 30, 40, however many fucking hours attaching myself to this thing only to have it die on me. I'm not gonna Last Guardian this. I'm not gonna the horse from
Aggro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna aggro this. I'm not.
Aggro.
I don't.
Aggro.
I already have an elderly dog and 2 kids. I can't. There's no more room in my heart, man.
You know what? I don't know what's
I'm
gonna happen.
sad thinking about aggro now. God damn it.
I don't know what's gonna happen to BB. I'm not
The
done with the game.
BB.
BB. I'm like 15 hours into the. And the whole thing that they keep talking about, like chapter 3, is where the game like really starts to get into its own.
Okay.
100% agree.
Mhm.
Like, you're still just transporting cargo,
Right.
but like that's when they start giving you tools. And like, I found a truck, and now I'm a big wasteland trucker driving between these 2 places. And
Yeah.
there's more gameplay stuff happening starting with chapter than 2, but it's not so
I
much
think-
different. It's
I
not
think that
so
was an
much different
article that I read too. Like, get
Oh,
through
yeah.
the early stuff. I
There
think
was
it was Kotaku. Like, get through the early
Yep.
stuff as quick as you can.
Kotaku has an article that's just that just specifically says get to chapter as fast as.
See,
And-
and that's another thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
that's
a fan
again,
of those.
that's kind of a Kojima thing. Like, you gotta get through the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta get through the virtuous mission before you get to the meat of the game.
Yeah, Kojima just has he's a stickler, and I think Jason Schreier said this on Kotaku, which I super like. I'm glad this game. I don't like this game. Like this
Yeah.
was Kojima doing everything he wanted to do. This was like a true auteur like sort of thing where it just existed, and he's like there was no yes man in a corporate suit going like, hey, do you think maybe we can like, I don't know, have
It's good,
gameplay?"
but can we make a pachinko game out of it?
No, Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, Konami.
Fuck Konami. You can turn anything into a pachinko dream machine if you believe in yourself.
True.
Yeah, no, it this is one of the very few games ever made where this is just
It's his thing.
a
It's like,
huge budget game that's just like, do it,
yeah.
do it.
Well, I couldn't make Silent Hills with Guillermo del Toro. Let's do this thing with babies and trucking instead. And they were like, "You're Hideo Kojima. Absolutely do that."
Yep. Always wondered what it would be like to be a USPS worker in the middle of the apocalypse. I think there's something there.
Now's the time
Like,
to find out.
This is what it's like to be. This is what it's like to work for UPS
There's a lot
during
of
the rainy season.
there's a lot of dumb emergent gameplay that comes out of that I've been super like just I drove my motorcycle and through a river and it was a little too deep, so my motorcycle drowned, and then I fell into the river.
What do you? What?
my
We've been
packages-
playing freaking Oregon Trail since we were kids, man, for 25, 30 years.
is-
How have you not figured this out?
This is the culmination of
Not you,
everything.
Brent, obviously. You
Yes.
baby.
This is the culmination of
Not Brent,
everything
Brent, sorry.
that we have went
Fuck, I
for
can't deal with two of you
No, it's all
at the
good.
same
since
time.
since Oregon Trail. This is the culmination. This is the natural endpoint.
Hey, I have a quick question for Uber Brent. Did you ever play Amazon Trail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Is it a good game?
It's not as good as Oregon Trail.
Yeah. So freaking play it, lady.
Amazon Trail?
Apparently, she's never played Amazon Trail.
Oh, I played it.
I haven't.
I played it too. Like, I'm pretty sure they just gave it away with copies of Windows during.
I think so, yeah. It was like the sequel to Oregon Trail that nobody wanted.
I mean, you don't die of dysentery, but you get to like photograph animals and shit.
Then what are you even doing?
Not
Jeez.
dying of dysentery, which I feel like is a goal for every.
If I can't ford the very first river in the thing except for myself and one oxen,
You're
And then-
you're on a boat in the fucking Amazon River. You're fording all of them.
no. You're not fording any of them. You're on a boat.
Yeah, well, you're fording the mouth of the river to the butt of the river.
Base.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know how. It works.
I'm not-
You know what? I'm not a riverologist.
I'm not a river scientist, but I don't think that's called the butt.
Yeah, I don't know. B. It's like but with an E on the end.
That's
It's
a butte.
silent.
That's a different thing.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
yeah,
You know,
that river
there was
over
something
there,
else we were gonna ask.
it's got a large butt.
Wow, you
wraps
sounded
around all the
very
way?
Obama when you said that. It's
Wraps
river,
around
got a
all
large
the way.
butt.
It's a little extended. I guess
There
that's
was,
my
we
Obama
were gonna
voice.
ask Brent something tonight. What was it?
Should Jeff play Chrono Trigger,
That's what it
or
was.
should he play Star Ocean?
Star Ocean 2.
Star Ocean 2. My apologies.
Ooh.
What should I do for stream? Yeah. What's the best one? Because I described both of them, and Enigma said, I think
I said
Chrono Trigger,
Chrono,
and Lady
yeah.
said Star Ocean 2.
Star Ocean 2
mean,
sounds intriguing, so I wouldn't be
Chrono
against
Trigger's
it,
a
but-
better game, hands down. But Star Ocean 2 has a lot of like a lot of cooking.
What would you think would be a
Tough.
better stream experience? Maybe I should word it that way.
Probably Star Ocean.
Alrighty. There you go.
I mean, Chrono Trigger is in all ways a better game than Star Ocean.
I mean,
But-
Chrono Trigger is one of the best video games ever made. It's a
Yes.
dream team in the golden age of JRPGs.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, every word you said's true.
it's the
Yasunori
oh,
Mitsuda.
fuck, what's that basketball team that doesn't play basketball? They just
the
do
Monstars.
Space Jam.
Jesus
The Harlem
Space Jam, Space
Globetrotters.
Oh god damn it!
Harlem
First off,
Globetrotters.
no. The Space
Everybody
Jam team
get
is a
up,
good
it's
team
time
from
to
that.
slam
The
now.
Monsters.
We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam.
If you have a team with fucking genetic freaks and Bill Murray, the one with Bill Murray's the better team.
Yeah.
Monstars.
Got Michael Jordan.
No, who cares?
He's the goat.
What's Michael Jordan doing nowadays? Who knows? What's Bill
Owning
Murray
the
doing?
Charlotte Bobcats.
Starring in the new freaking Zombieland movie?
Which
Oh,
is fine. Michael Jordan is selling Hanes.
Making
Is
real
he?
money.
I don't have like even regular TV. All the subscription things I got rid of commercials, so I don't know anymore.
Michael Jordan has been selling Hanes for about 25 years now.
Oh
Must
yeah,
be
easily.
working.
Probably as long as Enigma's been alive.
26 years.
It's very comfortable. It's soft when you put it on your bottom. It makes you feel good and it gets the air in there so you don't get sweaty.
Oh
It
no.
lifts and separates.
That went off the rails.
Never
quickly.
again will your balls meet.
Uh-huh. So Harlem Globetrotters is the answer you're looking for, by the
Yes,
way.
yes.
Do, 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 do,
Chrono
do,
Trigger's
do,
the Harlem Globetrotters. You know what? And I was like, what's the as everything I said, I was like, what's the basketball team from Futurama? That's what I thought in my.
Oh my god. I don't even remember
the
what their
same
name
guys
is.
in the future.
It's the Harlem Globetrotters. It's
Yeah, it's just
they
it's
come
just
from
the
Harlem
Globetrotters,
Globetrotter
yeah.
planet. Yeah.
And then Professor Farnsworth makes Atomic Superman.
But yeah, no, Chrono Trigger is the Harlem Globetrotters of JRPGs in the golden age of JRPGs.
It's probably just like the Harlem Globetrotters of video games at that time. 'cause
Yeah.
That, like,
Oh,
that's,
really? I mean, it's Akira Toriyama. It's the Final Fantasy team. It's
Yasunori Mitsuda.
Yeah.
Did all the
I
music
knew you'd
for
know
it.
the name.
Oh,
Like
If you ever want to have an emotional response to one, the opening to Chrono Cross.
oh, I love Chrono Cross. It's so weird and
Got that
goofy and different.
violin. Oh my god.
Chrono Cross is one of those I've talked
I'll
about
cry
this
on
before, but like
stream right now.
I've talked about it before where like there are certain games it's like I don't know if everyone has this, but like certain seasons like just evoke a desire for me to play specific games. And like early summer, when everything starts to get nice and warm and you start wearing shorts and even the wind is warm, it's like that's Chrono Cross time. You know?
Mm-hmm. Big agree. Agree.
But Star Ocean 2 has that like the weird craziness that were inherent in a lot of those games. That there's a lot of weird shit in Chrono Trigger, but it's fairly straightforward, and most of the comedy comes from the characters themselves. There's not like ridiculous situations so much.
That's why I say I think Star Ocean 2 might be an more interesting game to play because it's just inherently strange.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very
Alright,
cool.
There's our answer then.
There you go.
We solved all of the world's problems.
We only had to get all
Every
we had
one
to
of
do
them.
was get through Michael Jordan talking about balls, and we got it all figured
We
out.
got there.
It's made of cotton. Warm as cotton. It'll keep the moisture away. It'll make you feel good.
I'm sure MP3
I
listeners
don't
are
know how I
loving
feel
this
about.
right
I'm not
now.
gonna say that.
Disclaimer for everybody driving right now. Stop. Just stop. Stop driving. Take the bus. Go for a walk.
Do something.
Go for it. Yes, go. Brent says here in Wisconsin where there's fucking snow on the ground already. Like, just get out of your car and walk the rest of the way. Yeah, it's only like 28 degrees. You'll be fine.
Love it.
Terrible. I hate it.
Love it.
Oh, shh. Hey, yeah, did you know it snowed this time?
Ah, yeah, I did. Well, that's all right. It won't be a problem much longer because I'm gonna burn this motherfucker to the ground.
It's
the
still gonna
Persona
snow,
team
Brent.
makes a JoJo's game.
And with
Yeah, but
that,
there won't be a Green Bay to snow on.
Yeah, you don't work. You don't work out of the home anymore though, so that's not an issue for you anymore.
No, I see the outside world fairly often.
Ew.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, especially Green Bay. I mean, of all the cities in Wisconsin to be in, watch this one.
Sad.
Well, everyone, that's been another episode of the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 57. My name is Brett, aka Enigma911, and today I was joined by Brent, aka Uber Brent, and Jeff, aka Jeff Red Gaming. Guys, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast. Once again, I do appreciate it. Remember, guys, you can catch this podcast live over on twitch.tv/Enigma911 every first and third Saturday of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern. What?
Can we have Brent lead us out with a bunch of Sailor Moon poses?
I mean, he can do whatever he wants. He danced the last time I did the outro.
Sing the thing and do it.
That sounds like a thing I do. I just don't remember it.
I'm pretty sure you did, but most of my memories of the stream is me bringing up the mashed potato song.
Moon. Yara. Magic.
If you can't catch it live, you can catch it over on youtube.com. Search Enigma911 or SoundCloud. Also search Enigma911 where it's broken out topic by topic or put as one big video or MP3 for your amusement. If you have any topics for us ever, you can always put it in the comment section down below. We'll try and get to those. And then remember, guys, we're brought to you by the merch store. You can get all of your swag over there. T-shirts, cups, backpacks, and more, along with some new merch coming soon. And then last but not least, we do have our extra live stream, 24 hours, trying to raise some money to help out the kids. Lots of games, lots of shenanigans. So if you can help us out by either donating, watching, or spreading the word, that'd be greatly appreciated. Gentlemen, thanks, guys, for being on. It was a blast chatting about
Always.
games.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get another one of these in. And Brent, I think I need to do another one-on-one with you, good sir, about the anime, because I'm a little caught up on some My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
And
I can
Attack
see,
on Titan.
I see him in your like behind. Let's peel back the curtain.
This is right
Yeah, some fucking
over
My
here.
Hero-
Oh wait, no, not
It's
over
on the
there.
other
Yeah.
side.
Oh, the box, yeah,
There it
the
is. Yeah,
mystery
I-
box.
I've been staring at all night. For like,
Motherfucker!
We were talking about things that I can't get into that I want to, and I feel like I'm missing out. And I totally meant to bring up frickin' JoJo.
I haven't watched
Like, I
JoJo.
tried watching JoJo, and I just can't do it.
All I
Like,
know is JoJo
why are
Pose.
their lips like the most like
no,
detailed part of them?
JoJo's is like just poses like that the whole time.
It's poses and midriffs and pants that don't come up high enough.
It's a bunch of
And
sexy boys
giant hats.
doing sexy
And
boy stuff.
I don't like everyone raves about it, and I'm just like I don't feel comfortable watching this. This is coming from a person who had Padalino recommend anime to him. And Brett, I
Don't.
think you know the kind of stuff that Padalino.
Don't.
Yeah,
Don't.
no. I was like, well, hey, I want to find an anime for my wife. Like, well, what's she like? She really likes cooking shows. Oh, you should watch Cooking Wars. It's like
Food
what?
Wars.
Oh, Food War. Yeah. Like that's not something you introduce. That's not like when a person has been into one anime, you have them watch
Yeah.
that.
Let
That's
me
like
try
having them
this
watch
food.
Everyday Life with Monster Girl.
Oh, that's the whole show. It's food.
It is.
Show.
Oh my god.
Not even a joke.
Not even no.
Wow. Well, there's plenty of things we can chat about. Both Brent and I, Jeff and I, all three of us. So, well, thank you guys for watching this episode. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Skinny Kawate.
I knew he was
Oh,
going to say something
Shiokio?
Japanese.